And number one most asked question is, what type of scroll saw blade do I use? The vast majority of scroll saws on the market now take a 5-inch pinless blade. A pinless blade simply means that the tops and bottoms of the blade are plain. There are pinned blade machines, which are typically older or cheaper models. The drawback of those types of blades is that the pin doesn't allow for a smaller pilot hole, which means you can do less detailed work, but they still work. The different types of blades really depend on the type of material that you're cutting. A regular 2 scroll saw blade will look like this. All of the teeth are pointing down and they're evenly spaced. This is a pretty aggressive cutting blade, and honestly, I never use them. The next type of blade is a skip tooth blade. Looks just like a regular tooth blade, but the gap between the teeth is bigger. This means that it is less likely to heat up as quickly because there's less friction, and it is aggressive, fast cutting blade. I typically only use this if I'm cutting hardwoods. Next up, we have a reverse tooth blade. You can see there's a section of blades that point down and a section of blades that point up. These are the reverse teeth. That means it's cutting from both sides, which will give you a smoother cut. But now we have the double reverse tooth blade and the modified geometry blade. First up, the double reverse tooth blade has double the teeth. They're pointing in opposite directions. This is a super fast cutting, accurate, clean cutting blade. I use these a lot. The modified geometry blade combines the technology of the reverse tooth blade and the skip tooth blade. So it has the teeth pointing down, pointing up, but the gap between the teeth is bigger, so it's less likely to heat up, and when the blades heat up, they snap. So these ones last forever. I use them all the time. You want part 2?